All right, Shalom. All praise to Yahweh Shemi Shah. Double honor to the Apostle JMS. My name is Amnawa Allah, coming at you another video. Now, this is a book that some Jehovah Witnesses passing out a while ago. About a camp we had out there months ago called America and Prophecy, right? Will America always be free? And anyway, never read the book, still haven't read it, but I felt that it was coming handy one day. Just to skim through and see what kind of stuff they got in here. And I opened the book today, like the first page I turned to was page 432, the page where I began at. And this is what it says. Catholicism speaks. Sunday is a Catholic institution, and its claims to observance can be defended only on Catholic principles. From beginning to the end of Scripture, there is not a single passage that warrants the transfer of weekly public worship from the last day of the week to the first. So there's no scripture in the Bible that says that Sunday is a day of worship. There's no scripture proving that. Sunday is a Catholic institution, which Catholicism means basically means universal or Catholic. And it tells you right there, Catholic Press, Sydney, Australia, August 1900. So the Catholic Press could have more than likely been like a newspaper. And the place could have been in Sydney, Australia. Catholic Press, Sydney, Australia, August 1900. This is over 118 years ago. Well, this is 118 years ago because we're in the year 2018. So 118 years ago, they understood that. Protestantism is discarding the authority of the Roman Catholic Church, has no good reasons for its Sunday theory, and ought logically to keep Saturday as the Sabbath, which they're going over right there. John Gilmary Shea in the American Catholic Quarterly Review, January 1883. So they're going over right there. There's no scripture that says Saturday or Sunday. Okay, the Sabbath is when the Sabbath comes in on the seventh day, and the Sabbath is based upon the new moon. There was no such thing called Sunday. People saying, "Oh, the Sabbath is Friday sundown, Saturday sundown." And you ask them why. How do you know that Saturday would be the seventh day? Oh, because Sunday is the first day of the week. Well, how could Sunday be the first day of the week when, according to the Bible, on the first day there was no sun? Makes no sense. But when you say that to them, they don't get it. It is well to remind the Presbyterians, Baptists, Methodists, and all other Christians that the Bible does not support them anywhere in their observance of Sunday. Sunday is an institution of the Roman Catholic Church, and those who observe the day observe a commandment of the Catholic Church. Now, I'm going to pause the video real quick. Keep that in mind. Obey the commandments of the Catholic Church. Now, here's the book of Matthew, chapter 15. It said they obeyed the tradition of the Catholic Church, right? It says, Matthew, chapter 15, verse 1. On down, it says, Then came Yahushua, scribes and Pharisees, which were of Jerusalem, saying, Why do thy disciples transgress the tradition of the elders? For they wash not their hands when they eat bread. But he answered and said unto them, Why do you also transgress the commandment of the Most High by your tradition? For the Most High commanded, saying, which there's no law saying you got to wash your hands before you eat certain bread. The disciples, they were really common men, except for you could say Matthew, which Matthew was a publican. He was a tax collector. He was the only one amongst them that wouldn't be considered like an average guy. But still, no, they were average people. They weren't people that was really like, they weren't really highly esteemed in this world. Of all of the disciples, you could say Matthew, that's really it. Because Matthew was a tax collector. And not even you can't even say that. That's highly esteemed because people hated tax collectors back then the same way they hate tax collectors now. But of all the disciples that we know in regards to what profession that they had, we know Matthew had one of the highest worldly positions of all of them before he came into the truth, which was being a tax collector. He was a publican. For the Most High commanded, saying, Honor thy father and thy mother. But that's no law saying you got to eat bread. So like I was saying, you got to wash him before you eat bread. So like I was saying, the disciples were common men. They'll just probably take a cup of water, take a little couple drops of water in their hand and just eat. Or they might just grab the food and just eat it just like that. But it was a tradition of them washing their hands before they ate bread, washing hands in a certain way. And I remember the Apostle Paul saying years ago, if I'm not mistaken, that if I'm not mistaken, I remember the Apostle Paul saying years ago, um, um, that's how the doctors or surgeons wash their hands today. You know, if I'm not mistaken. You would have idiots trying to say that I said he was poor, cause you know. But anyway, it says, "For the Most High commanded, saying, Honor thy father and thy mother, and he that curseth father or mother, let him die the death. But he said, Whosoever shall say to his father, to his mother, it is a gift. But whatsoever thou mightest be profited by me, and honor not his father or his mother, he shall be free." Okay. Thus have he made the commandment of the Most High of none effect by your tradition. So they were disobeying the commandments of the Most High, and they talking about the disciples now obeying the commandments of men. Ye hypocrites, well did Isaiah prophesy of you, saying, This people drove nigh unto me with their mouth, and honored me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. There they speak certain things in the letter of the Most High, claim they praise the Most High, but their heart, meaning their mind, is far from the Lord. People today, they may call themselves going to church, reading the Bible, and praying and fasting and doing whatever they're doing, but their heart is far from the Lord. Their mind is far from the Lord. Especially a woman. A woman ain't got no damn discipline. You know? And that's just what it is. So anyway, continuing on, it says, the people drove nigh, ye hypocrites, well did Isaiah prophesy of you, saying, The people drove nigh unto me with their mouth, and honored me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. But in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. See? Teaching for doctrines, commandments of men. And that's what they was teaching. They was teaching commandments of men. The whole thing about washing hands before you eat bread, that's a commandment of men. You're getting on them for disobeying the commandments of men. You're disobeying the commandments of the Most High. So let's go back to this right here. Okay. It says, like a last part I read at, Sunday is an institution of the Roman Catholic Church, and those who observe the day observe a commandment of the Catholic Church. Have you any other way of proving that the Catholic Church has power to institute festivals of precept to command the holy days? Had she not such power, she could not have done that, and all the modern religionists agree with her. She could not have substituted the observance of Sunday, the first day of the week, for the observance of Saturday, the seventh day, which is still going off a chain for which there is no scriptural authority. Which there is no scriptural authority for that. Okay, pause real quick. Get another scripture. This is the scripture I was quoting. According to the book of Isaiah, chapter 29, verse 13. Wherefore the Lord said, For as much as this people draw near me with their mouth, and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men. So their fear for the Lord is taught by the precept of men, man. They're taught by the precepts of men, by the commandments of men, by the words of men. Then now we just go into this book right here, and it said, do the Catholic Church have the authority? Let's go back to that. Let's see. I just had the page. It fell out. Bear with me 1 second. I'm about to close this out soon. Okay. It says, where are we? Have you any other way proving that the Catholic Church has the power to institute festivals of precept? They don't. Let's go down. Reason and common sense demand the acceptance of one or the other of these alternatives, either Protestantism and the keeping of Saturday, or Catholicity and the keeping holy of Saturday. Compromise is impossible. Which they're going off on that too. The Sabbath only comes in on Saturday or Sunday based upon a new moon. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna I'm gonna get hit one more scripture and I'm gonna end it there. Bear me one moment. Exodus chapter 20 verse 9. 20 verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day and to keep it holy. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of Yahweh Shemiah Shah. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou nor thy son nor thy daughter, thy manservant or thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For 6 days Yahweh Shemiah Shah made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested on the 7th day. Wherefore Yahweh Shemiah Shah blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. I'm going to close it there. Shalom.